Good afternoon, everyone. Maclovio Perez, 25 News Now, here to give you an update on Tropical Storm Beryl. Beryl is getting much closer to the Texas coastline, as you see right about there. We're beginning to get outer bands rolling in. So already the heavier stuff, you can see this one come up through the Houston area. And pretty soon we're going to start getting some of that shower activity affecting our region as well. Let's go see where the coordinates are. Well, it's still a tropical storm. That's good. And as it gets closer to land, it's less likely that it'll elevate up to a Category 1. However, it is kind of in the forecast already. There are the coordinates. If you're tracking it with us, it's 26.3 north at 95.3 west. It's at 65-mile-an-hour winds, and therefore it is rolling into the coastal bend. Now, here's the good news for us. Because the center of the storm is now rolling over Matagorda Bay, we're going to have more winds instead of rain. Now, obviously, last couple of days we thought it was going to be more rain than wind, so it's sort of inverted around because of the path of the storm. On Friday, the path was taking it south of Brownsville, and then it started moving, and here it is now. So it's going to go over Matagorda Bay with probably storm force winds. I'm talking 75-mile-an-hour winds. I mean, it'll be howling tonight, so now's the time to take care of anything that would fly away in a strong wind. The rainfall is going to be heavier from Matagorda all the way to Beaumont. We will get some rain, but not as much as originally anticipated as the storm comes ashore. And in fact, this is a very interesting map. This is the future rain for the next 24 hours. You can see that from Port Lavaca, 4 inches, Palacios, 5 inches, 7 to 8 inches, all the way out to Beaumont. And yet, in Goliad, less than an inch, and less than a third of an inch out in Karnes City. So we're pretty much the dividing line right through the area of how much rain we're going to get out of this whole system. So it's the strong right side that brings all the heavy rain. Now, there is the possibility of a tornado when it moves ashore. So it's like this. Landfalling hurricanes usually have some tornadoes a good ways from the center. So if the center is here, probably 50, 60 miles on the outer bands, we'll have some thunderstorms that possibly may do that. So it's something we've got to watch, especially overnight, and you got to be ready. Also, you got to get your candles and your radios and your battery-operated equipment. What if the power goes out? I'm pretty much thinking that the power will go out with 75-mile-an-hour winds. I'm hoping for the best, but you got to be prepared for the worst. Now, here's the outer or the storm shape. You can see how it moves right on shore, right at the Matagorda Bay. So those of you in Port O'Connor, you're going to get some strong winds when the storm moves ashore tonight. So it comes in maybe about 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning, depending on where you're standing, but it'll be in the overnight time period, and for all of tomorrow being Monday, 2 a.m. right about there, and then from Monday morning to Monday afternoon to late Monday night, very stormy weather. In fact, on Monday, we probably are going to see about 4 inches of rain in one day. So today, being Sunday, we've got the potential for about 2 inches, and then 4 inches on Monday, and then maybe another 2 on Tuesday. So you can see that we're still going to get some substantial rainfall, but the heaviest stuff, really heavy, I'm talking, you know, the 8, 10 inches is going to be on the east side of where the storm lands. So the storm is landing pretty much down in Port Lavaca. So Calhoun County, you're going to get, you know, one end of the county is going to get drenched, and the other side may not get quite as much. Then by Tuesday, it does pull away. That's good, but there's so much moisture left on the ground. We'll continue getting pop-up showers and thunder showers, but it will not be tropical storm force winds. There'll be just thunderstorms that sort of hang around. So we're under a hurricane warning. That means conditions within 48 hours will turn to stormy. Now, why is it hurricane? Because the forecast model still builds it up to 75-mile-an-hour winds as it moves ashore. So here's Port Lavaca, here's Matagorda Bay. You can see it'll be coming up right through there. So those of you in Palacios, those of you down in Matagorda, you all need to be ready for the arrival of the storm tonight. So what do you need to do? Well, get the boat out of the water if you can. make sure you move the mobile homes, the trailers. The mobile trailers is what I'm trying to say. If you can pull them away from the shore, from the highest winds and from the storm surge. And the other thing that's very important is this. This is the storm surge warning. So everything in purple here, you can see it right about there, all the way, including Palacios, all the way up to Port Lavaca and even inland areas of Victoria County. You're under a storm surge warning. What does that mean? That means that as the storm moves ashore, remember it's going to be coming up like this, it's going to pull the water inland. Now, we saw with Alberto that the water is very warm. It's expanded, so normally this is going to be bringing in water deeper than we usually get. So there's going to be quite a bit of surge here. That's ocean flooding, and so you really need to get away from low-lying ground. Go inland, go into Victoria, go to Cuero or something like that. You don't have to go that far. Just get away from where the flooding waters, the ocean waters will be coming up. And those of you who live along the beaches, you know where that is. So the storm surge warning is very important. Now, there you see it coming ashore pretty quickly. The things we also have to look at are coastal flooding. That's the beach warning I was telling you about. High tides will be higher than normal. Very strong rip current, obviously. You don't want to be out there. Seas are going to be 4 to 8 feet. Bays, obviously, very choppy to rough and gusty winds. Now, 20 to 30, that's today. Tonight, after midnight, it's probably in the 50, 60 mile an hour wind gust. So it will be howling tonight. But I keep saying, it's only a tropical storm, barely a hurricane. Why do I say that? Because a Category 1 would be a 1 level of danger. Category 2, obviously much worse, and a 3 is a major hurricane. We're not at 3, we're just strong tropical storm. So we're going to get some high winds, we're going to get some heavy rain in spots, but you know, we can make it through this. You're going to have to shelter in place, but if you're at the water's edge, where the water's going to come up, and we're pretty sure of that, now's the time to get out. That's today, Sunday afternoon. After midnight, it's going to start getting pretty rough out there, and so we're going to be looking at temperatures a little bit, shall we say, influenced by the storm tomorrow. So we'll only be in the 80s, but you can see rain, thunder all day Monday. In Cuero, we're looking rain, thunder pretty much all day Monday. There's not any real clearing here until about Wednesday. We'll still be very stormy on Tuesday. So Wednesday we see down to a 50% chance, and the alert days will be probably over by then. So leave it right here. Every hour on the hour we're going to be doing a storm report, because its landfall is less than 24 hours away, and that's our commitment to you. We'll be here to shelter through the storm. So if you have any questions, or where is it, what time, join us every hour on the hour, and certainly tonight at 5, 6, and 10.